Hey, what's up? Today we are gonna talk about vendors and trading system in Escape from Tarkov. This is alpha version of the game, so some things may change. There are 4 vendors at the moment, and they are all selling different types of equipment. Let's meet them, shall we? This is Pavel Yegorovich Romanenko, aka Prapor. He was officer who worked in warehouse for internal troops, and he was smuggling supplies for beer PMC operators. He is selling guns, consumables, ammunition, grenades, weapon attachments and healing supplies. This is Elvira Kabibulina, aka Therapist. She is the biggest badass of trauma care department. You can buy from her all kinds of drinks, foods, informations and keys. This is Unknown, aka Fence. This guy is a hacker, and before conflict he prepared himself for trading when chaos knocks on the door. This guy can sell you anything that the game has to offer, but we are gonna talk about that later on. Meet Alexander Feodorovich, aka Pusher. He was working in costumes terminal, and when he figured out that shit's going down, he recruited mercenaries to clean up the terminal where he was working so he can sell it later. He can sell you holsters, bulletproof vests, gamma containers, backpacks, healing consumables, NVGs and weapon attachments. You can see this big white square, which means they are gonna add something else for this dealer, because a slot is reserved at the moment. Now when we met the dealers, let's go back on the main screen and see what we can find there. This icon is showing us percentage of cheaper prices for individual dealer. Every dealer has his own icon, so the only thing that we can say is that every dealer will have his own percentage of selling items cheaper. At the moment, we cannot say what system will affect prices to be cheaper, but we have some hints right here on this screen. This icon is showing us when vendor is restocking his arsenal and money. Vendors can run out of stock, but restock is every hour, so be tactical with your buying and selling. These icons are showing us how much money dealers have on them at the moment. If you pay attention, Elvira and Alexander only have rubles on them, which means they can buy items from you only in that currency, while Pavel and Fence have rubles, dollars and euros available. Dealer restock won't affect them to swap types of currency, this is permanent. These icons are showing us level of loyalty towards dealer. Developers told us that making progress with the individual dealer will affect other dealers' loyalty. Based on information I have right now, I'm guessing that there will be 2 brackets you can pick based on currency types in the game. Elvira or Alexander for rubles, and Fence or Pavel for dollars and euros. It would be really crappy that making progress with one dealer will negatively affect 75% of dealers, but we are gonna see that in future. These are services, and as we can see they are grayed out, but we can guess because artists are amazing in this game. First icon is showing us some kind of protection, so I'm assuming that this icon is telling us that the dealer will have some kind of warranty. Probably you will be able to pick up item that you like, and vendor will always have to sell it after every restock. Second item is showing us some kind of refund. Probably, if you're buying or selling something that you didn't want to, you can get full price back. Or this can mean that they are able to swap currencies between rubles, dollars and euros. Last icon is showing us tasks. Vendors will give us missions to do for loyalty or reputation. Now when we are done with the main screen, let's see the interface when we click on the dealer. Here you can see your current reputation with the dealer. This is not loyalty, this is a reputation, and it is part of leveling your loyalty towards a particular dealer. Here are items from vendors that he has to offer. Here is your stash tab. These are item tabs. For example, if you click on bullets icon, it's gonna list all ammunition that vendor has to offer to you. This is price of the item, but be careful. On vendor site, prices of items are listed different than your stash tab prices. You should also know that weapon price depends on attachments on weapon, which means fully modded weapon will be much more expensive than weapon without attachments. This is type of the bullet that this weapon uses. This icon is showing you faction that you are playing. Here is your level, and here is the amount of currency that you possess at the moment. After long research between prices and levels from vendors, it seems that nothing affects cheaper prices since loyalty is kept on level 1. The only difference between vendors is that they have a level cap. Fence is level 6, Elvira is level 10, Pavel is level 10, and Alexander is kept at level 15. You will be able to unlock new items from them when leveling them up, but you will still need to pay attention on how much money vendors have to offer to you for individual item. This topic is really hard for me to figure out because there is not enough footage on the YouTube at the moment. I was watching countless hours on YouTube to grab as much information I can, but this is just hard to figure out. As you can see from this screenshot, Alexander buy and sell ratio is times 3.6. I managed to find only one screenshot from Pavel, and it seems that his ratio is 2.9. Elvira is selling for 11 times more expensive. But I cannot figure out Fence. Sometimes he's selling items cheaper than Alex, and sometimes he's buying items for even lower prices than Elvira. That brings us to conclusion that individual dealers have different interests in items, or his prices are random just like his offering pool. We're gonna cover this topic again since nothing of this makes any sense at the moment. Also, pay attention on weapons trading. Prices on weapons depends on attachments on them, which means that fully modded gun worth much more than weapon without attachments. All attachments on weapon are calculated with multiplier on them, so be cautious. Price on bullets on vendors is saying how much one bullet costs, but from our stash it says total cost of all bullets on that slot. This is item quantity, which means he has 167,000 bullets, but I think it's currently bugged. When you buy bullets from him, value doesn't drop. Dealers are selling some items that doesn't require money. Some will require cigarettes, for example, so be careful with that also. Maybe that is junk for you, isn't for a trader. So in beginning, loot everything and take a closer look in dealers. Don't just instantly sell. Dealers are a huge part of escape from Tarkov, so you will have to min-max your buying and selling. If you're interested in my previous video about points of interest on costume map, you can check that out. If you want more, click subscribe, and if you learned something new, please leave a like. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.